My name is Angela Halfacre, and I was hired in 2008 to be the founding director of our Center for Sustainability here at Furman. In 2010, it was named for our former president, David E. Shi. And since that time, the center has developed a whole host of programs that are academic in nature, but have an applied sense to them, including research programs, fellowships for students, fellowships for faculty, partnerships with the community, and a whole host of other things that the center's been involved in terms of monitoring the progress of the university towards sustainability, as well as moving us forward on a whole host of other fronts with innovative interdisciplinary research and teaching and service. This particular center, again, is just one piece of my role here. I also serve as a professor in the political science department and in the earth and environmental sciences department, and I teach environmental policy. I'll also be teaching the research practicum for the sustainability science major in the future. Also, I'm engaged with a whole host of things here on campus, just trying to connect the faculty, students, and community partners. Is doing great on many fronts, and I think in particular with our practices, we can keep trying to walk the talk, and I think that's really what especially our Sustainability Planning Council has been very much engaged with, as well as some key folks that have served as advocates on campus. Our Center for Sustainability doesn't serve as an advocate, but it serves as an institution or organization, or center that can provide information for best decision making, no matter what the viewpoints are. So I would say that our practices, we definitely have been on the cutting edge of practices with sustainability. If you look at one particular nonprofit organization, which is the flagship organization that assesses sustainability in higher ed, they have a metric called STARS, or the Sustainability Tracking Assessment Rating System, so STARS. Furman was actually very highly rated in that particular rating system. It has, I think, about 100 different metrics to include for that. In particular, we were noted for our work with research and development, with teaching and that kind of thing. And really the things that are kind of holding us back in terms of practices have to do oftentimes with our inability to control what kind of energy mix we have access to because of the utilities here. But that's something that there's a lot of conversations about that now. But pretty much everything on university campus could have tried, our facility services and our faculty and our administration have been supportive of. So there's more learning laboratories about sustainability here than I can imagine at any other institution in the American South. And I think in particular, we're again attempting to tackle something pretty challenging with our goals for carbon neutrality as a university in particular. One of the things that's been really beneficial and very interesting has been Furman's commitment to, if not meet LEED certification for new buildings or major retrofits, to basically do everything that's associated with that without maybe necessarily going through the designation of LEED. Furman has 6 LEED certified buildings on campus. There's several others that could be very close, if not completely LEED certified. So there's been a tremendous emphasis on that. I think the energy retrofits that the university has done have been astounding, very cutting edge. And energy retrofit doesn't sound exciting as sounding maybe it's renewable energy platforms, but we have plenty of those too. So I think there's been a lot of really interesting things that Furman has done with energy. I think a lot of interesting things done with food and farming and supporting sustainable agriculture, both here on our campus as well as across our community. When I was hired back in 2008, we had a really large Mellon grant that came in through the Center for Sustainability, where we did professional development for about 60 of our 240 roster faculty, or so those are the full-time faculty. And that professional development program was designed to infuse sustainability into existing courses. The reason why that was something that I was really excited about and thought that I could help to contribute with others on is that in fact I'm pretty sure about this, I think I taught the first, at least social science sort of based sustainability course in the South Carolina state, the state of South Carolina. So I taught that course back in 2001. It was a sustainability course at the College of Charleston. So basically, I've been using sustainability as a complement to either political science or the other interdisciplinary fields I pull from my research. But I also infuse that heavily in my own teaching. So my environmental policy class, our themes this time, for example, have been trade-offs, complexity, systems, looking at different case studies, looking at generalizability, looking at inputs and outputs, and a whole host of things from a policy standpoint. And the other classes I teach, land conservation or wetlands policy, or the applied research class I mentioned earlier, which will be upcoming. We've just had that approved. All of those courses have sustainability concepts, frameworks, or theories included in them, because all my work is multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary. And sustainability is the perfect connection for that.